What up, what up, what up? Hey, free YSL, you know what I'm saying? Free the cast, man. Yeah, man. I had to play that little. I like that little gotta snippet, man. Can't wait till that song comes out, man. It's gonna be It's gonna be a bang. Love my rap music. You got Steve O's, you got Matthew, you got Steady, Donzel, ASF, Diego, Keen Wrestling, Pika. We got a whole lot to talk about, man. Got a whole lot to talk about. Yep, got a whole lot. Whew, whole lot to get into. New fresh cut, I see, yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Pika. It's good. Welcome to the stream. King Wrestling was good. Two official 2 times. Welcome to the stream. I'll answer that question in a bit, man. Gotta get the stuff. Cover stuff pulled up. Oh my god. Alright, OG, I'll see you with the new cut. Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well, I have a good. Yeah. Thank y'all. What up, Alice? How you doing? I'm doing good, Durante. How about you, man? My family's doing good. Thank y'all. Got my beer lined up and all. Ooh. Okay. Got the fish hair coming in. I got some coming in as well, but y'all can't see it. I literally. Oh yeah. Ooh, ASF went off in the Discord earlier, man. So yeah. So yeah. What up, Alice? How you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Yes, I will talk about the AEW show. So yeah. I will talk about the Eddie Kingston, Sammy Guevara. Yeah, I got the Eddie Kingston news, Sammy Guevara stuff, the Thunder Rosa news, all that other stuff. CM Punk, John Moxley's the planned rematch from All Out. Got some contracts we gotta talk about. Yeah. Alice, where's your beard? I'm not growing. I'm actually growing like a goatee. So yeah. Yeah, I heard Britt Baker going out leaking all that news. Knowing damn well some of that ain't true. So yeah, man. Knowing damn well some of that ain't true, man. So yeah. You saw a video of Eddie talking about Sammy before the suspension? No. Sammy, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. So yeah. Yeah. I'm done with Britt. Yeah, man. Britt. Yeah, it doesn't. It just seems like she doesn't care for the division. I just feel like all she does is care about herself, man. She's just in it for herself, man. It's just she's a Charlotte Flair of AEW. I'm telling you right now, bro. Bro, it's like, and I even mentioned it on my Double or Nothing live stream. Like, she's a Charlotte Flair. Nobody believed in me, and then I was proven right. She don't want to put over nobody. Like, she did not even want to put over Ruby Soho in the Owen Hart Cup, bro. She did not even want to put over Ruby Soho. Like, seriously. So yeah. Like, it's just crazy how she's in it for herself, bro. I'm telling you right now. I don't care what nobody says, bro. She's in it for herself. She's a backstage politicker. And I don't care what nobody says. Britt Baker is a backstage politicker. I do not care what anybody says. The Thunder Rosa being suspended is false. It's cap. Britt Baker probably said that. Probably said that to someone. I'm just asking myself, what does... All right, now I'm not gonna disrespect Adam Cole, baby. You know, Adam Cole, baby, is a lucky guy. You know. Mm. All right. Yeah. Did you watch Ice Show Speed Outs? No. Do I watch it? Oh no, I don't. I'm just very unprofessional of her. But nah, bro, because if she was, we wouldn't be hearing all this. She's supposed to be the locker room leader. Yeah. You got 19 people in the chat, man. Going up. I like it. So yeah, man. We're gonna get started in a little bit. Thank you, ASF, man. Everybody, join the Discord if you haven't, man. Glad I can make the stream, but I guess the honeymoon phase of AEW and everyone think it's all sunshine and rainbows is over. It only took about 3.5 years. The bigger the company, the more news. AEW needs to start with the interim champion. Britt is boy like a star, Jay is boy like a star, but not Rosa. Here's my real question. Last night with Rosa, now she couldn't compete. Okay. If that was Britt, would she have said that backstage or in the ring? I mean, she still would have been out there shooting regardless. I think in the ring. I don't know why they didn't let Rosa announce it in the ring. Why did they announce it backstage? I never got it. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. So what y'all want to start with first, man? Do y'all want to get into the WWE news first or the AEW news? We're gonna get into the smaller stuff, and then we're gonna get into the bigger stuff, man. All right, WWE, yeah. I got some WWE news. I got some contract statuses on some Impact wrestlers. And then we got some AEW news, of course. But we have Impact news, only like contract news. So yeah. And then we got WWE news, and then we got AEW news. So yeah. Talking about the Good Brothers, yeah, we got the Good Brothers contracts. I mean, they're free agents basically. They're gonna drop those titles to Matt Taven and Mike Bennett next week. I don't know why it's on TV next week. I don't know, but yeah. Tennille Dashwood is a free agent. Chelsea Green is working without a contract. Deonna Purrazzo's contract set to expire at the end of 2022, but she is suspended to enter negotiations pretty soon. So it looks like she will be resigning his thing with the company. So Deonna Purrazzo's not going anywhere. So yeah. We will start with Impact Wrestling contract statuses. This is coming from Fightful Select. Impact wrestlers sent to enter negotiations. Impact Wrestling has a bunch of current champions that aren't under contract or are coming up, and another talent whose contract status is in a bit of a unique situation. As Fightful had mentioned last month, the Good Brothers committed to work with Impact through at least late August, and their next set of TV tapings is tomorrow and Saturday. So the Good Brothers they're like 1 foot out the door. But they are far from the only champions in the company that have interesting contract statuses. We've confirmed that Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champion Chelsea Green is still a free agent and has to sign a contract with Impact. Green continues to work for NWA, GCW, and several indie companies while appearing on weekly Impact Wrestling TV. Green's tag team partner and fellow tag team champion Deonna Purrazzo has a bit of a more unique situation. Originally, Purrazzo's contract is set to expire at the end of 2022. As a result, we're told that Purrazzo and Impact Wrestling are set to actively discuss her future in the company, and more specifically, the 2023 year. Sources familiar with the situation indicated that Impact believes they hold an option year, but it isn't clear cut. Purrazzo came to Impact Wrestling and worked the first several months without a deal. Even after she won the Knockouts Championship, she finally signed with the company, and we're told that after receiving a raise, there was time added to her contract. This may also include an option year, but we learned the two sides are opposed to enter negotiations. And then I have another Good Brothers update. And we learned some more specifics on their agreements. The Good Brothers will remain with Impact until through the August 26th, which is tomorrow, and 27 tapings in Dallas, Texas. In addition to that, they'll be headed to New Japan Pro Wrestling for a couple of weeks in September, but will be contractually free agents by then. We've heard in the past they agreed to do some work with New Japan Pro Wrestling through the 2023 Wrestle Kingdom shows. Fightful will have an update after next week's tapings. Okay. So Good Brothers contracts, they're free agents. Yeah. Carl Anderson still has the Never Openweight Championship. He needs to drop the title, honestly. And Chelsea Green is working without a contract. I'm sure her husband, Matt Cardona, is working without one as well. So Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green are basically just free roamers. They're just freelancing. So yeah. Since they're free agents, I would not be surprised if Triple H takes a look at bringing back Matt Cardona under his Matt Cardona persona, not under the Zack Ryder, not under Zack Ryder, man. None of that. No. And I won't be surprised if Triple H is taking a look at Chelsea Green. I will not be shocked. I can actually see both of them end up coming back to WWE. And the Good Brothers. Deonna, I think she resigns. Deonna. Yeah, Deonna's going to resign with the company. Deonna is not going anywhere. She's been the face of that women's division for 2 years, along with Jordynne Grace. Those two, Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace, they have been the top players of their women's division for 2 years. And Deonna Purrazzo more than likely will end up resigning with the company. She's not going anywhere. She's staying. Would I love to see her come back to WWE for another run? Yes. I am happily open with Deonna Purrazzo coming back to WWE for a second run. But it's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Deonna Purrazzo is engaged. She's about to get married to Steve Maclin. So I'm sure she's not going to want to leave her husband high and dry. I'm sure she wants to be in the same company as her fiance, soon to be husband. So Deonna Purrazzo is not going anywhere. Deonna Purrazzo is one of the best female pro wrestlers in the business, in the industry today. Deonna's loyal. They gave her a platform. They gave her a spotlight. They made her a top player in just a short amount of time. Deonna Purrazzo is a top 3 women's wrestler in the industry. I believe she's number 1 in my eyes. Jordynne Grace as well. Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo are top 5 women pro wrestlers in the industry. Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. They are the heart and souls of that women's division. And they're still gonna stick around. Jordynne Grace's contract doesn't expire until March 2023. She's gonna resign. Jordynne Grace is not going anywhere. Again, would I love to see Jordynne Grace on a bigger platform? Would I love to see Jordynne Grace in WWE under Triple H? Yes. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Jordynne Grace is only 26 years old. Deonna Purrazzo is 20. I believe she's 28 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Both women have not even... They're still young. Jordynne Grace is 26 years old. Deonna Purrazzo is 28 years old. They're not going anywhere. Impact did what WWE didn't do to Deonna, make her a star. And Sean, I do agree with you on this point. I do not want Triple H overloading the roster. I do not want him bloating it. I do not want him turn it into Tony Khan, just signing everybody left and right and bringing back everybody left and right. Chelsea Green, Matt Cardona, I can see them going back to WWE. I don't even think Chelsea Green is that I believe Chelsea Green is in her late 20s, if I'm not mistaken. $31 years old. Tasha Steelz just got choked out by Killer Kelly. Yeah. But I can see Chelsea Green going back to WWE for another run. I can see Matt Cardona going back to WWE. We'll see what happens. And then Tenille Dashwood's contract just expired. She's no longer with the company. As soon as Madison Rayne left the company, I knew Tenille was going to be out the door pretty soon. I knew Tenille was going to be out the door. And now I got a gut feeling Tasha's going to be out the door. You think WWE will ever open the door? Yeah, maybe in a couple years, but not right now. But Tenille Dashwood is a free agent. Now I know Triple H is probably taking a look at bringing back Tenille Dashwood to the company under Tenille Dashwood. Tenille Dashwood and Impact, I just feel like she never... How do I say it? I just feel like she came to Impact. And honestly, bro, I just felt like she never got her feet wet down there. You get what I'm saying? I just felt like she never got her feet wet in Impact. When she was with Madison Rayne, they was doing the whole influence thing. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Madison Rayne. I'm not a big fan of her. I just... her best match was with Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw, another one of those women that's one of the best in the industry. It's Giselle Shaw. So yeah. But Tenille Dashwood, I just feel like she never got her feet wet in Impact. She never got her feet wet. And she was always... just feel like... I don't know. She never got her feet wet, man. Tenille Dashwood never lived up to her full potential and Impact. Yeah, I will agree with that, Brandon. Kind of feel like she had yet to break out of her shell. Yeah, as soon as Madison Rayne left for AEW, I knew Tenille Dashwood was going to be gone. Now, Tenille Dashwood and Paige are very close in real life. Very good friends. If Triple H brings back Tenille Dashwood, you think Triple H will be willing to bring back Paige back into the company? I think so. I think Paige ends up coming back to WWE, and I think Tenille Dashwood ends up coming back to WWE. Her boyfriend Madcap Moss is on WWE. He's on the main roster. He's on Friday Night SmackDown. But the real question is, can she live up to that expectation? Under Triple H? More than likely, yes. More than likely, yes. You know, you put Tania Dashwood. You know, I think she will be a good addition to any women's division. I would suggest you put her on the main roster, or put her down at NXT. Have her work with some of the younger talent. You know, maybe Roxanne Perez can get some. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Maybe her stock can rise up. Some of these women can benefit working with a Tennille Dashwood. You know, Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, Nikita Lyons, Who else? Who else am I leaving out? You got Toxic Attraction. If she does come back to WWE, I can't see her fitting in NXT 2.0. Yeah, I don't want to see her in NXT 2.0, but I know it's kind of like a downgrade. But you know, maybe she goes down there for a little bit, helps out with the young talent, make them look good. You know, maybe they get better off of working. Working with a Tennille Dashwood, maybe they come out looking better. Maybe she can go down there, work with the younger talent in the women's division. Work with a Tiffany, a Cora, a Roxanne, anybody. Matthew, Tennille Dashwood. She can make the talent and herself look good. Yeah. I'm confident of that. But I would rather put her on SmackDown. Put her on SmackDown, man. SmackDown needs more. I feel like SmackDown just needs more depth. You know? She can make, yeah. Meanwhile, Madison Rayne, on the other hand, she had 2 matches in AEW. Both matches wasn't really all that appealing to me. I mean, did Layla Gray come out looking good against Madison Rayne? I don't think so. Did Jade Cargill come out looking good against Madison Rayne? I don't think so. Madison Rayne, in my honest opinion, bro, I just don't think she's not a terrible pro wrestler, but Madison Rayne is just not that appealing to me. She's just not that appealing to me. Tennille Dashwood is more appealing to me. Jade isn't good anyways, because she's not in there with the right people. Jade Cargill needs to be in the ring with the right people. She needs to be in there with the right dance partners. And I feel like Tony Khan is not doing that. Tony Khan is not throwing Jade Cargill in there with the right dance partners. She needs to be in there with someone good. She needs to be in there with a Hikaru Shida. She needs to be in there with a Hikaru Shida. She has been and still couldn't put on good matches. I don't think Madison Rayne is that good in the ring. Me neither. Jade versus Thunder Rosa was a bad match. Yeah, even Thunder Rosa could not get Jade Cargill to a good match. Even guys, if Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho, if these women cannot get you to a good match, I mean, I'm not saying Jade is cut out for the business. Jade looks like a star. You know, she's got the body, she's got the look, she's got the mic skills, she's got the charisma. And Anna Jay, I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. Anna Jay, she's an okay pro wrestler. Not all that. But Jade Cargill, man, if you just put her in the ring with the right dance partner, can she get a good match out of Shida? I don't know. I legit just don't know. They're not in there. The women's division in AEW, half of them are not good half of them are not good pro wrestlers, because they're not in there with the right dance partners. I think Hikaru Shida is Athena. Will Athena make her look good? I hope that's the case. I totally forgot Athena was on the roster, to be honest. If Jade and Athena is not good as Jade, that's bad. I mean, man, if Athena cannot bring you to a good match, To me, I like Jade, but my honest opinion is the reason nobody can beat her native is because no woman looks like her native. They don't have the stars WWE does right now. Yeah. You know, Statlander, has she been in the ring with Statlander? No, I don't think she has. Even Willow could not even get a good match out of her. I can't remember a single Jade Cargill match that was good. The one with Red Velvet was actually pretty decent. Rhea, Beth, Ronda, Shane, Bianca all could beat her right now. How is it being possible she's being trained by Bryan Danielson, yet she still sucks? I mean, I want to see Jade improve. I want to see Jade improve. I want to see more out of Jade. Jade Cargill's only 29 years old. She has a lot left to work on. She has a lot to accomplish. I had to put Draw on timeout. He was spamming Lesser shit too much. Understandable. But yeah, the AEW Women's Division, man, it's just not good. I think it's one of the worst women's division in pro wrestling. Jade's actually 30. Oh. The woman hasn't even hit her prime yet. So yeah. But I can see Tino Dashwood coming back to WWE. I can see the Good Brothers coming back to WWE. I would love to see the Good Brothers come back to WWE. Knowing that WWE needs more tag teams. WWE needs to put Triple H's main focus. His main focus in NXT, man. When he was running NXT, black and gold. What was Triple H's main focus? Other than the women's division. The tag team division. Tag team wrestling in NXT black and gold was his bread and butter. I will tell you that right now. As well as the women's division. If you bring back the Good Brothers back to WWE, man, they could be easily top players on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. I would love to see the Good Brothers come back to WWE. So yeah. How many tag teams in WWE? I don't know. I gotta look them up. Throughout time. But yeah, the Good Brothers in WWE, man, I think that'll be huge. You know? And I would love to see the Good Brothers come back to WWE. And honestly, and I mentioned this earlier in a community post, and I think most of y'all will agree with me. More Impact talent will go to WWE, not just AEW talent. There will be more Impact talent going to WWE. I can see Tasha Steelz going to WWE. I think Triple H will take a look at Tasha Steelz, try to fix the wrong that he made, because WWE looked at Tasha Steelz as a referee. I believe 6-7 years ago, WWE was interested in Tasha Steelz, but they only wanted Tasha Steelz as a referee. They did not want Tasha Steelz as a performer. They wanted her as a referee. Now that she got out in the indies and made a name for herself, let's say Triple H doesn't take a look at Tasha Steelz and brings Tasha Steelz into the company as a full-time performer. So yeah, I would love to see an Ace Austin jump ship to WWE when his contract expires from Impact. 1 month ago, I was not talking about 1 month ago, I was not talking about Ace Austin in WWE. Because can you imagine Ace Austin in WWE? If Ace Austin was in WWE under Vince McMahon, I guarantee you he will be chasing after the 24/7 championship. Speedball Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, they'll be in that same criteria as Ace Austin. What do all those three guys have in common? They're under 6 foot. They're under 200 pounds. Vince McMahon will take a look at all those three guys, and he would just take a look at them as, oh, they're too small. And they'll be chasing around the 24/7 championship on Monday Night Raw. Now Ace Austin under Triple H Black and Gold, he would have fit perfect. He would have fit perfectly in NXT Black and Gold. If Ace Austin was in NXT Black and Gold along with Adam Cole and Aleister Black and Andrade, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. Can you imagine Ace Austin versus Adam Cole and NXT Black and Gold? Ricochet. Ace Austin would have been perfect in NXT Black and Gold. But then what would have happened? What would have happened if Ace Austin came up to the main roster under Vince McMahon? What would have happened? Vince McMahon will probably push him for 2 weeks, and then he'll probably go straight into the 24/7 title picture. Because number one, Ace Austin is under 5'10". Ace Austin is under 200 pounds. Velveteen Dream. Actually, I do have some news on him. So yeah. So I would love to see more Impact talent jump ship to WWE. All right. The latest on WWE moving from PG to TV-14. USA Network's WWE Raw has been rated PG by the TV parental guidelines ever since July 2008. Last month, an internal memo at the USA Network indicated that Raw was moved to TV-14 starting with the July 18th episode. That didn't happen, of course. However, it sounded like the memo leaked prematurely and WWE could still be moving to TV-14 at some point later this year. A new update for PWI Insider now indicates that WWE has no plans to move away from a PG rating on any of their TV shows. PWI Insider has learned from multiple sources that there are no current plans to change the company's TV ratings for their weekly series. WWE will be remaining TV PG for the foreseeable future on both Fox and the USA Network. If anyone reading this is hoping for more mature themes and blood-soaked matches in WWE going forward, you shouldn't hold your breath waiting for that to happen. Sorry, Cody Rhodes. Then again, now that Triple H is in charge of WWE Creative and the TV product is improved, the debate over whether or not WWE needs to change like this feels like a minor issue. Vince McMahon was the biggest problem with Raw and SmackDown after all, and now he's gone. And we still have Rhea Ripley turning Diamond to her sub for those fans who want more edge in the product. WWE does not need to go. WWE does not need to go TV-14. It doesn't matter what rating you're on. It doesn't matter if it's TV PG, TV-14, rated R. It doesn't matter. The booking is what matters on these shows. The way you produce these shows, the way you're booking the talent, the way you make your championships means something. That's all that matters. It doesn't. You don't need TV-14 to have a good product. You know. And honestly, we don't need TV-14. We do not need TV-14. Triple H was put on NXT at 1 hour under a TV PG product. You do not need TV-14 to have a good product. All you need to do is utilize the talent that you have, book them correctly, book them consistently, put them in meaningful storylines, put them in compelling storylines, captivate the audience. And really, that's it. Focus on the storytelling aspect, focus on the characters, the gimmicks, all that. Yeah, no wonder why you see memes and comments from fans, man. The Rhea Dom thing, yeah, that's what the fans created. All you hornballs out there. WWE does not need TV-14 for a great product. Look at NXT. It was PG and still was a better show at one point. It doesn't matter what show the rating is under on. It all depends on the booking and creativity of the shows. The storylines that you put on, the characters that you're producing, the championships that means something. It all depends on the booking. And thankfully it's not TV-14 because I don't want to see freaking blood and thumbtacks and hardcore matches every week. I don't want to watch GCW. God forbid, man. God forbid if WWE was under TV-14, man. Cody Rhodes he'll be John Moxley and Bryan Danielson. He'll just be bleeding every match. Sammy Callahan is in that same category. Cody Rhodes will be bleeding every match. Cody Rhodes can't go one match without bleeding. Moving on. We do not need WWE does not need TV-14 to have a good product. All right. WWE reportedly interested in bringing back Bronson Reed, a.k.a. Jonah. Yes. Several names from WWE's past have returned to the company under the new regime. The new regime. And now a new report suggests that WWE has an interest in a return for the man formerly known as Bronson Reed. Following the WWE retirement of Vince McMahon in July, the company has undergone several changes. One of the biggest changes is that Triple H has taken over head of talent relations, as well as the person running WWE creative, meaning he has the final say on what airs on Raw and SmackDown. Triple H has made his mark in the last month by bringing back several NXT superstars that were previously released, like 3 members of Hit Row, Ashante Theodonis, Top Dog AJ Francis, and B-Fab. Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Dakota Kai, and free agent Johnny Gargano chose to sign a new deal with WWE while making his return this past Monday night on Raw. In addition to on-screen changes, Triple H has also rehired one of his closest friends and a fellow member of D-Generation X, Brian Road Dogg James. The new role for Road Dogg will be the WWE VP of Live Events, and that could lead to other responsibilities. Andrew Zarian of the Wrestling Observer reported on Raw Live Pal that another former WWE name that the company is interested in is Bronson Reed, who currently wrestles as Jonah in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've heard one name over the last 3 weeks, and that's Jonah. Great G1 climax. I've talked to a friend over there, casually in Connecticut. He's a name. Bronson Reed's got the shit end of the stick with his positioning. He's very good. He has size. He has this awesome interest with the background. I don't know him at all personally. I don't know if anything behind the scenes happened, anything beyond that. But I can tell you there are people very interested in him because of his talent. His performance in the G1, he's a name that people are interested in. I don't know what his deal is, but he has come up as a name that I've heard. The big man Jonah did very well in the G1 Climax tournament since he finished second in Block A, trailing only Kazuchika Okada, who won the tournament. I don't know why Kazuchika won the tournament, but yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, New Japan's about to start the Impact. I can't miss it. All right, man. Yeah, man. Triple H loved Jonah, man. He loved Jonah. The day he beat Okada was the same day Vince fired him last year. Yeah, man. If Triple H wants to bring back Bronson Reed, I'm all for it. Jonah had a very... I watched Jonah, man. Jonah had a very good run. He killed it. He killed it in Impact. His match with Josh Alexander, man. One of the best Impact matches of the year. I would love to see Bronson Reed come back to WWE, man. Bronson Reed, put him on SmackDown. The guy could be a great Intercontinental champion. Be a great mid-card, up and mid-carder. You could slowly build him up to the main event scene. Bronson Reed is good. Bronson Reed is good up to main event of WrestleMania one day. Good night, Donzel. Thank you for coming out for a little bit. So yeah. But I would love to see Jonah back in WWE, man. His presentation, the guy has everything you want in a pro wrestler. You know, he can move, he has the size, he's athletic, he's the top dog. He's got it all. He can cut a damn good promo. Bronson Reed he's very fun to watch, man. If you did not watch this match with Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill, man, I advise you to go check it out. Even though he lost that match. And this match with Tomohiro Ishii. Fucking killed it. Could you imagine Jonah versus Walter? Oh yeah, take my money. Jonah versus Gunther, Jonah versus Cross, Jonah versus Drew McIntyre, Jonah versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Jonah versus Roman Reigns. Or Bronson Reed, whichever one you want to call him. You got Jonah versus Ricochet. I would love to see Bronson Reed come back to the WWE, man. I feel like WWE, man, WWE management under Vince McMahon, they don't know what the fuck they was doing. How can you cut Jonah? How could you release this man? The guy was in the ring with Adam Cole. This guy's been in the ring with Johnny Gargano. This guy's been in the ring with who else? Finn Balor. This guy killed it in NXT. I was a fan of his work in NXT. We thought he was getting called up to the main roster, and then a week later he got released. The fact that Vince fired him a week after Jonah dropped the NXT North American Championship. Jonah versus Sheamus, I like that. Can you imagine those matches on SmackDown? Even if he comes to Monday Night Raw, Jonah versus AJ Styles, Jonah versus Seth Rollins, Jonah versus Johnny Gargano again, Jonah versus Kevin Owens, Jonah versus anybody you put him in the ring with. Jonah's one of my favorites. Anybody put Jonah versus Cody Rhodes. But man, Jonah versus Bobby Lashley. Can you imagine those matches? Some of these matches are good to be a WrestleMania main event match. But man, I would love to see Bronson Reed come back to WWE, man. I would love to see Bronson Reed, and I'm open. I'm happily open to see Bronson Reed come back to WWE. Yeah, I want the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin back as well, man. The problem with WWE's roster was the fact that Vince in 2022 forgot he had so much talent in the past and began the push one guy mentality. Triple H is getting rid of that. No more this push one guy mentality. I'm pushing my guys. All right, that was the last piece of WWE news, man. We're gonna get into the AEW news, the one where everybody was looking for. We got some news on Eddie Kingston, Sammy Guevara, Thunder Rosa, CM Punk and Jon Moxley rematch plan for All Out. Hopefully I'm calm for this. I don't want to go in here and rant, so. I'm going to try my hardest not to rant. All right. Here we go. All right. Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston update. In an update, we learned much more about the situation between Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara. We're told that Eddie Kingston was mad because Sammy Guevara hadn't spoken with Eddie or cleared the content of a promo that ended up being edited off a show, Rampage. The two had not talked since the Blood and Guts match where Kingston threw Sammy Guevara off the cage We've heard that Kingston had asked to work with Sammy, who didn't have people exactly angling to work with him after his feud with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. So it seemed like Sammy Guevara is difficult to work with. I don't know how. Maybe it's his behavior. Maybe he's got a big ego. Could Sammy Guevara be playing backstage politics? We don't know. I'll get more into that. Those that we spoke to said there was pretty clear perimeters set on Sammy Guevara's feuds and promo to not mention his ex-fiance. If you guys did not watch his vlog, they're talking about Pam. If you guys know his ex-fiance, which we're told has never come up or been pitched anyway. The original plan was for Eddie Kingston to win the All-Out match. Indy edited out promo. Sammy Guevara referred to Kingston as a fat piece of shit, which Kingston took expectation to as he felt it buried the match if a fat piece of shit beat him. The cruise of the frustration, however, was how Sammy Guevara followed up with this after being perceived as difficult working with Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Sanjay Dutt in the months prior. After that, we're told that Kingston had yelled at Sammy Guevara, who smiled at him. Kingston responded by pie-facing Guevara. Sammy ended up being incredibly unhappy with this, and Kingston was suspended for 2 weeks. We were able to reach out to Eddie Kingston, who wouldn't confirm the recount of events, but said I was wrong, that is all. So even Eddie Kingston admitted it. Shout out to him. Much respect to Eddie Kingston for opening up in a minute. Hey, I fucked up. I was wrong. I learned my lesson. Move on. Sammy Guevara details his side of the situation. Sammy Guevara issued the following to Fightful after our report of the Eddie Kingston suspension. The full context could be seen in the previous article, yada, yada, yada. So Sammy Guevara put out this statement. As a professional, you communicate things that you don't want to be said. Like other people I've been in programs with and have worked with Matt Hardy, Jericho, and others. And I did communicate of what I didn't want to be said in this angle, and Eddie didn't. But Eddie did not do the same, and Eddie did not mention to me or the coaches or TK or anyone in AEW what he didn't want said. Excuse me. So after me and Ty's match, his wife, with Sky Blue and Dante, I cut a promo on Eddie, insulting Eddie and the fans as a heel, which I know the thing everyone loves to do is hate me and Ty. So I'm the perfect person to play this asshole character for Eddie to ultimately be at All Out. I see what people say online about Eddie and his appearance, which anyone who legitimately shames Eddie for how he looks can go to hell. I agree with you, Sammy. It's the same people who shame me for being too small. I agree with you, Sammy. So Sammy Guevara, the character, I could be the physical person playing that person that Eddie can shut up at All Out. But Eddie did not do the professional thing and communicate to me, which if he did, I would have never said that because the last thing I want to do is hurt someone for real. So after the promo, I get to the back and Eddie is flipping out yelling, "You can't call me fat," over and over as I'm trying to walk down the stairs in gorilla, make it a big scene. People get in between us. Eddie tries to pie face me and he more like touches my face. It was weird. And everyone backs everyone up. It was unfortunate because this promo was on a tape show and easily could have been edited, which I ended up doing anyways. I know this isn't Eddie's first time being aggressive and getting out of control backstage. I know he had to do some kind of anger management after this whole thing. This whole thing was very unnecessary, but it is what it is. Live and learn. I guess on to the next we go. Guevara requested to be quoted directly on the matter. Sammy's got to be, yeah, I can see that. Now I'm glad both guys put out a statement. They admit we fucked up. Let's move on. Does Sammy Guevara have a big ego? I think he does. Being very difficult to work with. And this is coming from difficult to work with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, and then because all of them got involved in that situation with the whole TNT title, and Sammy Guevara was, Sammy Guevara, Scorpio Sky, there was part of the burial of the TNT title. And, it got me asking myself, did Sammy Guevara play backstage politicking? Did Sammy Guevara go up to Tony Khan? Did he go up to upper management and says, did he and says, hey, I'm not losing to this person, because I know, because I can see Sammy having a big ego, his behavior, because of Ty Conti, because they're together. I can see Sammy having a big ego. I can see that. At least they handled their business backstage, yeah. At least they both admit, hey, we fucked up. So yeah. But man, we gotta next time, man, we gotta go over, man. Like, what can I say this in the promos? Do you want me to? Can I mention this? Can I mention that? You gotta go over these things, man. You gotta go over these things with the talent that you're working with. Hey, can I say this in a promo? Can I say that? Can I mention this? Can I mention your wife? Can I mention your kids? Now, I don't, Sammy Guevara, playing, I understand he's playing a heel character along with his wife. I understand. But does Kingston beat Guevara all out? I'm 50-50. I could have saw Guevara winning the match all out. But it's just both guys fucked up. Both guys fucked up, man. And hopefully they learn from it. Move on. You don't want to leave a bad, with all the shit that's going on already, man. You don't want to make the company worse, and then you want to get people talking about your product, but you want them talking about you in a good way. You don't want them talking about you in a bad way. Sammy and Ty need to grow up. They have huge egos, bro. Yeah. I was the first one to mention it. Did Sammy Guevara play backstage politicking? I would have never taken the TNT title off of Sammy Guevara in the first place. Cody Rhodes had no business being Sammy Guevara. I would have had Sammy Guevara hold the TNT title to Revolution, and I would have had him drop the TNT title to Andrade. The TNT title has been buried. And it still is. Even with Wardlow holding the title, he can't. Tony Khan's not letting Wardlow do nothing with it. Because he's stuck in a trios match with FTR. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Motor City Machine Guns. I love FTR. We're getting them all out, but man, Wardlow with the TNT title, man, I don't feel like he's not. Man, he is not. Wardlow is not. He isn't white hot. He's not white hot like he used to. And honestly, back then, I would have never. Y'all know, and y'all heard me say this before. For all my earlier subscribers, I would have never broken up MJF and Wardlow. I thought it was too soon to break them up. They should have broken those guys up. When MJF won the World Championship, and if MJF is going to drop the title, MJF should have dropped the title to Wardlow. But no, things change. And CM Punk and Jon Moxley is the planned rematch, is the planned all-out main event. Seriously, who's going to be interested in seeing Jon Moxley CM Punk rematch? How are fans going to get invested in another CM Punk and Jon Moxley rematch after what we watched last night? No. What I would have done, this is what I would have did. I would have stripped CM Punk of the title After MJF got squashed by Wardlow, I would have gave Wardlow the championship. I would have put Wardlow in a match as number one contender, going up against probably Moxley, because he's probably the number two guy. Maybe throwing Heyman out of Page in the midst. And I would have given Wardlow the championship. I would have given Wardlow the AEW World Championship, in my honest opinion. Or better yet, I would have had MJF beat CM Punk at Revolution again. I would have had MJF beat CM Punk at Revolution. Then I would have had him go to Double or Nothing. Have MJF beat Adam Page for the World Championship. Keep MJF and Wardlow together. And then MJF holds the title for a long time. And then MJF would have dropped the title to Wardlow or CM Punk. Have Wardlow screw MJF out of retaining his championship against CM Punk. And then you do the MJF Wardlow non-title feud, and then you build up Wardlow, and then you have him go and beat CM Punk for the World Championship. I knew the fist wasn't on Wardlow when he announced that he wanted to face Scorpio, and TK didn't put him in that battle wish. If you wanted to do Wardlow for Scorpio Sky, this is what you could have done. This is what you could have did to make it more, make it more compelling, make it more captivating. Wardlow's music. You could have had Wardlow's music play. He's about to come out, and the fans are not seeing him. He's nowhere to be found. And then you cut to the cameras backstage, and then you see him laid out. You see him laid out. Honestly, I would have stripped CM Punk of the World Championship, and I would have given the world title to Wardlow. I would have had Wardlow win the World Championship. Wardlow would be the World Champion right now if I stripped it off of CM Punk. He will be the World Champion right now. But no. How are fans going to get invested in a rematch from last night? Jon Moxley squashed CM Punk. If CM Punk was not medically cleared, then why'd you put the match? I don't get it. I do not get it. If CM Punk was not medically cleared, why did you put the match? I would have stripped him of the championship. As soon as he announced he got injured, as soon as he announced he broke his foot, I would have stripped him of the championship. We're gonna do a match or a tournament, or like a 4-man tournament between the top 4 contenders. I would have had Wardlow go to the finals. I probably would have had Moxley go to the finals, or Heyman. And I would have had Wardlow win the World Championship. Can you imagine if Wardlow was the World Champion right now? Can you imagine how much Wardlow's stock would have rose if Wardlow was the World Champion? But no, we gave him the fucking TNT Championship. We put him in a match with a half-ass build. You took the title off of Scorpio Sky. You made him a transitional champion for the second time. You made him a transitional champion. And now the TNT title is still buried. And now you got fucking Wardlow in a fucking TNT Championship open challenge against Wyatt Nemeth. Like, who gives a fuck? Thank you, ASF. But like we gotta do better. We have to do better. Seriously. Why? Just why are we? This is what we have Wardlow doing. We have Wardlow going back to beating up security guards. Nothing good comes out of it. Nothing good comes out of it. Sub Crafter HD. Welcome to the stream. But no. Tony Khan just jumped straight back into the same mode, man. He had Wardlow going back to beating up security guards after he squashed MJF. CM Punk got hurt. I would have stripped him of the title. We wouldn't be in this crap right now. We wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't be in it. MJF and CM Punk storyline is screwed up. Tony Khan is going to book another rematch. Is going to book another match between CM Punk and Jon Moxley at the pay-per-view. And you expect fans to care about it? How many fans did you piss off last night? And luckily AEW Dynamite last night, the rating came in. AEW Dynamite barely got over 1 million in the ratings. Barely got over 1 million in the ratings. You wanted a cheap ratings grab. You wanted a ratings pop. Now next week is going to go back down. The ratings are going to go back down next week. Expect it. Because of the stunt you pulled last night. Look how many people you have got a lot of you got a lot of the audience stumped. You got a lot of the audience upset about this. Because people were looking forward to this match. You threw it on the second hour of the show, and then just to have it end in 3 minutes. Last night's AEW Dynamite drew a 1.049 million total viewers. 1.049. They barely got over. Can you imagine if this didn't get over 1 million? Could you imagine if this show last night did not get over 1 million? But it's too late now. You sacrificed your pay-per-view main event. You sacrificed not putting the world title on Wardlow. You sacrificed Wardlow just for this? You're sacrificing MJF? How is MJF gonna play into this now? You can't bring MJF back on the You can't bring MJF back at All Out. You just can't do that. You can't put him in a casino battle royal. You can't have him win the match and then go on and beat Moxley on the same night. How is that gonna be believable? You're gonna give me an MJF match against Jon Moxley with no build? You're gonna just throw it together? Like, seriously. And I'm glad MJF didn't come back last night. Because you were going to throw MJF in a world title match with 11 days of build? Are you serious? And what good does MJF showing up to All Out to be in the casino ladder match? What good does that come out of? Him winning the ladder match, and what good does it going into the main event with Jon Moxley? And what good comes out of it having MJF win the world title on the same night? What good comes out of it? Someone please explain to me. Nothing good comes out of MJF showing up to the casino ladder match and him beating Jon Moxley on the same night for the World Championship. What good comes out of it? You cannot do MJF like that. You cannot do Moxley like that. So you're gonna have Jon Moxley beat Punk in 3 minutes just to come back a week later and have him drop the championship to MJF. If you bring MJF the Dynamite after All Out, that would be more acceptable and more reasonable to bring him back for one of these New York shows they got coming up in September. But nothing good comes out. Nothing good comes out of. There's nothing good coming out of this. Nothing good comes out of MJF showing up to the casino ladder match. Him winning the match. Nothing good comes out of him beating Jon Moxley on the same night. Nothing good comes out of it. Vice versa with Adam Page. Nothing good comes out of it. Nothing. Nothing comes good. That is just bad booking one-on-one. You're going to bring MJF to the pay-per-view on the same night, have him win the casino ladder match, and then have him come back later, 2 hours later, and have him beat Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Awful. That's just piss poor booking. Not good. I cannot believe you sacrificed your all-out main event just for this. I know a lot of people are going to agree with me on this. Nothing good is going to come out of it. Nothing good is going to come out of Moxley beating CM Punk to become the undisputed AEW World Champion, and then a week later, drop the title to MJF. Nothing good comes out of a rematch. So you're going to have Moxley beat Punk last night just for him to drop it back to Punk in Chicago? Nothing good comes out of that. Nothing. Your whole the world championship scene is screwed. You sacrificed it. You sacrificed it. Moxley not losing that title. You hear that crowd Wednesday. If you're gonna have MJF take the title, you need a long-term build. You need to do everything in your power. You need to hold off to a Revolution. I'll look at ASF after the stream, but it's just nothing good comes out of it, man. Nothing good comes out of it. You cannot do MJF like that. You cannot do Monster like that, and you damn well can't do CM Punk like that. Oh, CM Punk's going heel. What? Okay, so what good is CM Punk going heel at All Out in Chicago? No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that, man. MJF coming back. After being on television for what, 3 months? Being on television for 3 months. You're going to bring him back. You're going to put him in the Casino Battle Royal. And then you're going to have him beat Moxley for the title on the same night. No. That's not sliding with me. I'm not rolling with that. I 100% agree with you, Alice. If Moxley loses the belt to Punk at All Out, Moxley's going to be a transitional champion. And I don't like that shit, especially with the great years having. Yeah. You're honestly better off keeping the championship on Moxley for the rest of the year. You might as well have him take it throughout Revolution. Take it throughout 2023. I don't know. But there are so many ways we can go about putting the belt on MJF instead of having him come back on the... Rather than having him come back on the same night, win 2 matches. This is just absolute bad booking. MJF better come back at Grand Slam if I have him return. Now you screw up your whole world title scene in a 3-month span. To me, 2K ruined article by pushing him too fast. He exploded Cole's popularity. He wasn't beating him who had just won a title, so lost two title matches for nothing. Yeah. It's not how AEW fanboys are defending this. Bro, if any AEW fanboys defending this, bro, I swear to God, bro, you do not be booking. I'm glad you're not booking pro wrestling. I am glad you're not booking this show. I am glad you're not a creative writer for this company. Anybody that's defending this, bro, you need your eyes checked, bro. You need your eyes checked. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're not bringing back MJF for this bullshit. You're not. You're not, dude, you're not. You're not going to do MJF like that. You're not doing Moxley like that. You damn sure won't do Punk like that. And you fucked up Heyman after... You fucked up Heyman? How do you fuck him up after he lost the world? He dropped the world title and then he had no long-term plan. Thunder Rosa. Last piece of news, man. I don't want to be on here too long, man. It's about 30 minutes till 10 o'clock. Thunder Rosa isn't competing at All Out and has heat with a significant portion of the people that are. Sources tell Fightful. Fightful can confirm Forces of Wrestling report that indicates that Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa can't stand each other, with that having been the case for well over a year. Still, the two attempted to remain professional and work with each other, and from what we're told, remain open to doing so for the sake of simply doing their jobs. However, Jamie Hayter has also had developed heat with Rosa after she got her nose broken in a match recently. Much of the heat on Rosa has emerged from her working stiff in the ring. What the Jamie Hayter is the stiff one. I think she's stiff. I think Jamie Hayter is more stiff than Thunder Rosa. Word emerged shortly before Dynamite that Thunder Rosa was injured and wouldn't be competing at All Out. Fightful Select has gained word that the original plan was for Toni Storm to emerge victorious and win the AEW Women's World Title. So Thunder Rosa was gonna drop the title regardless. And at All Out, she was gonna drop the championship to Toni Storm. Now she'll compete for the AEW Interim Women's World Title against Kara Shida, Dr. Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. We've not learned of the career plan set for the title since. He doesn't know what to do, man. Tony Khan does not know what to do. We've had talent contact us on both sides of things regarding Rosa, with me saying that she's worked hard to help get other young women's talent booked, and others that perceive her as developing an ego and being difficult to work with. Those that we've talked to who work with her at Mission Pro Wrestling, the promotion that she runs with her husband, have had positive things to say about her leadership when she's around. We've been unable to confirm the reports that Thunder Rosa hid in the bathroom after the Jamie Hayter spot. Rosa is said to have been injured, but the actual injuries are known. Speculated to be related to bulging disc, which is around your back area. The extent of the injury isn't known, but it isn't a kayfabe situation about the company. We reached out to Rosa but haven't heard back, and Thunder Rosa is taking a break from social media. First of all, I call bullshit on Thunder Rosa hiding in the bathroom. I call bullshit on that. Britt Baker went out and Britt Baker probably went out and sent all this stuff out there. She is a MMA fighter. Why the fuck was she hiding in the bathroom from Jamie Hayter? Now, unless she wanted to, she probably now if the rumors were true, well, let's say she went and hid in the bathroom. Let's say she wanted to cool off. Let's say she wanted to be alone. She wanted to be isolated and didn't want to be bothered by anybody. Let's say that. That's the only logical reason I can think of. She didn't want to be bothered by anybody. She wanted to cool off and, just removed herself from the situation. But hiding from Jamie Hayter? Absolutely bullshit. I call that out. I call bullshit on that. Seriously. Now the Britt Baker Thunder Rosa heat is legit true. It's legit true. They got heat. There's no way that you can hide from Jamie. Whoa, whoever Britt Baker, it's Britt Baker that sent this in. I know it. Because I believe Thunder Rosa is, I do not think she's difficult to work with. She's a very humble person. She's a very humble woman. She's one of the hardest working women's pro wrestlers in the business. You know, she's got her own promotion called Mr. Pro Wrestling with her husband. You know, she's got her husband on her side, you know, doing things, you know, running the stuff with her. You know, they've been married for what, 15, 16 years? How many weeks has she thrown shots at and Rosa just saying, yeah. Maybe because Rosa can't do anything. So Britt Baker, well, what if she's going into business for herself? You got to think that too. What if Britt Baker, because I know it. I know Britt Baker. I know it. I know she's a backstage politicker. I'm not stupid. I know Britt Baker is a backstage politicker. She goes into business for herself. She doesn't want to put nobody over. And to me, Britt Baker she's not a good in-ring performer. And the Thunder Rosa sandbagging shirt, that was her idea. That was Thunder Rosa's idea, not Britt. But like Britt Baker, man, she doesn't care about the division, bro. She's only in it for herself. She ain't in it for nobody else. I'm telling you right now, Brian, she's not in it for herself. She's not in it for anybody else. She's in it for. Ooh, Matt Ryan got traded to the Colts. I did not know that. Holy crap. So yeah. But yeah. It's like, bro, Britt Baker does not. Britt Baker doesn't care, bro. She don't care about the division. So I'm guessing. And you know what? I got a gut feeling this will happen. I got a gut feeling Britt Baker's gonna win the AEW Women's. She's gonna be the interim world champion. I have a gut feeling this is gonna happen. I don't know why, but the way Britt Baker does business, she goes into business for herself, man. She's going. I guarantee you, bro. She most likely will play that backstage politicking game, bro. She gonna play it. She gonna play it. She gonna go to upper management. She gonna smooth talk her way in to win the AEW Women's Interim World Championship, and she's gonna play the backstage politicking game. We are not stupid. We know Britt is a backstage politicker. We're not stupid. Britt Baker didn't even want to put over Ruby Soho, bro. Britt Baker did not even want to put over Ruby Soho. It's a selfish business. I mean, it's how life works a lot on times. You can't get where you are like that without a little selfishness. Everyone wants to be at the top. If not, why you here? I mean, shit, man. But you know, sometimes you gotta spread the love. You know, you got to spread the love. When was the last time you seen Britt Baker? Britt Baker was not in the title picture. You know, Britt Baker should be spreading the love, but she ain't doing it. She ain't doing it, man. Now we have to sit through another interim champion. If you and I was listening to JD and Jesse earlier, man. JD even mentioned it, bro. If you give that championship to Britt Baker, this division is dead. This division is dead. And I honestly will agree with him. Because bro, Britt Baker and Jade Cargill, bro, they're like the how do I want to say it? They're like Charlotte and Becky. But it's just don't know why, man. You putting the championship back on Britt Baker is the wrong idea. It's not the right. It's not the right way to go about it. Jamie Hayter is not ready. What good does Jamie Hayter win the AEW Women's World Title do? What good does it come out of it? Toni Storm should be the only one. Toni Storm is the only outcome that you go with. The only right outcome that you go with is Toni Storm. What does Hikaru Shida winning the championship do? We haven't seen Hikaru Shida in weeks. How am I supposed to give a shit about Hikaru Shida being in a Fatal 4-Way AEW Women's World Championship match? She hasn't been on TV in weeks. The last time we seen her on TV was when she lost to Serena Deeb. I haven't seen Hikaru Shida on TV in weeks. Hikaru Shida's been on Dark. How did she even get in the match? What up, Dan? Welcome to the stream, man. Haven't heard from you in a bit, man. How you doing? You telling me you couldn't put Ruby Soho in this match? Or better yet, why didn't you call you know what? I don't know how y'all feel about this. Why didn't you call Deonna Purrazzo? Why didn't you call Jordynne Grace? You don't think Jordynne Grace or Deonna Purrazzo could benefit off of? Now I'm not saying I don't advocate this for it to happen. You don't think Jordynne Grace or Deonna Purrazzo would benefit from having that championship while Thunder Rosa is gone, and Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo can elevate the women's division? Because Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo, like I said, they are top 3 women's pro wrestlers in the industry. Does Ruby have like the best women's single record right now? That's why he had Anna Jay beat her that to get the upset win. No, no Anna Jay, man. You're not building up Anna Jay. You're not building up Ruby Soho. You're not building up Ty Conti. You're not building up Mercedes Martinez, and she's your ROH Women's World Champion. And now we're doing this, and now you're booking a tag team match next week between Toni Storm and Shida versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Oh, can they coexist? What up, Kello? What up, my nigga? But it's just unacceptable, and it's just bad booking. Seriously. Guys, seriously, you don't think Jordynne Grace or Deonna Purrazzo can benefit off of holding the AEW Interim Women's World Title while Thunder Rosa is gone? I would have highly considered that. Just have one of them come on over. And bro, yeah, Tony Khan took the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship off of Deonna Purrazzo, and that was the wrong outcome. Yeah. Toni Storm is going to win the match. Toni Storm is going to win the AEW Women's World Title. Seriously. That's the only right outcome. Putting the title on Britt is bad, because then it comes off as politicking. putting the title on Jamie Hayter, she's not ready. Why is Jamie Hayter even in the match? Why is she even in the match, bro? Like, she lost to Thunder Rosa. What has she done to build herself back up? What has she done? What has Hikaru Shida done to get a championship match? She's been on dark for the past couple months. You haven't really been using her. Seriously. I thought once you lost to the champion in a championship match clean, then it's the back of the line. You're telling me you can't, bro? I would have stripped Thunder Rosa of the title. I would have stripped Thunder Rosa of the championship. I would have brought Jordan Grace or Deonna Purrazzo in, and I would have given them the world championship. I would have even Ruby Soho's been buried. Is the crowd gonna give a fuck about Ruby Soho winning the world championship after how they've been booking her for the past year? Matthew, I don't see that happening. But like, seriously. So now we're just throwing random matches together on the All Out card? How are fans gonna care? Like, seriously. Like, dude, how are fans gonna seriously care? He pushed Ruby to. Yeah, he threw in the Battle Royal. They made her win that Casino Battle Royal last year at All Out. And then they throw her into a match with Britt Baker in the main event at Grand Slam, and they had to lose the match. You threw her in her first championship match in 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks in the company. And then you just completely just don't know what to do with her. You had to lose the TBS finals against Jade Cargill. You had to lose the Owen Card finals against Britt Baker. And then you had to lose constantly. Man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Why didn't you build it up till Full Gear? I don't get it. That's how you damage. That's how you damage people, man. Being a fucking fanboy and being a fucking mark, bro. That's what gets you. That's what gets you hurt. That's not good. Absolutely bad booking. And you'll see fanboys out here defend this and saying women's division will give it. No, it's not going to give it. Just get over it. The women's division is dead. The AEW women's division is one of the worst women's division. This is the worst women's division in pro wrestling. I still think Ruby can recover, but she needs to be featured. And then I just feel like we made the mistake of turning Anna Jay heel. Why didn't you keep Anna Jay as a lovable babyface? Why couldn't you tell the story? If you would have featured Ruby Soho more on TV, why couldn't we tell the story of Ruby Soho and Thunder Rosa? Ruby Soho could have came and said, "Hey, I eliminated you from the All Out Casino Battle Royal last year. Now you're the champion. I think it's my time. I'm going to take that title from you." I I know not just on Rampage. I know she's on Friday. Like who watches Rampage? Like for real? Like I don't even cover that show no more, bro. Unless the show is live, I don't cover it. Yeah, man, it's crazy. TK can't handle criticism, bro. He's too much of a he's a mark. He's a fanboy. Tony Khan, bro, is a mark. No, it's not too late. But Tony Khan, bro, like he needs to put his foot down, man. Stop all this backstage drama. Put his foot down. Put your foot down, bro. Stop being a fanboy, bro. Stop being a mark. It's crazy. Maybe we do need. You know, honestly, bro. I know some people might disagree with me, but maybe AEW needs a brand split. Maybe we need to split the rosters. So that way everybody can get TV time. But keep your champions floating throughout both shows. You do not have Dynamite World Champion. We don't need a Rampage World Champion. We don't need none of that. Keep the championships. Have them flowing through both shows. Do you honestly think AEW will get better next year if they get a new deal? Yes or no? No. You know what? We might not even be hearing them. They might not even get a new deal. If the higher ups are not impressed, if they don't see any improvement, I don't think it's going to be on Warner Media much longer. I don't want to see them go out of business. I don't want to see them go out of business. I want to see AEW thrive, but seems like Tony Khan's struggling to book All Out. If Rampage not getting much love, yeah, why should I care about Ring of Honor? Why should I care about Ring of Honor? Give me a reason to care about All Out. Give me a reason to pay $50 for the show. Why should I even waste my time spending $50 on this? Bro, Tony needs to be. He needs to be about business, bro, and stop being a mark slash. Stop being a. Stop. He needs to be about business, my nigga. He needs creative help, bro. Bro, Tony Khan, bro, like, bro, you need some legit real steppers on your side, man. Cut all this shit out, bro. No wonder why Cody Rhodes left. Wow. Man, bro, you just can't be a fanboy, and you cannot be a Mark Slash fanboy, bro, and running a company at the same time, bro. You gonna have to put your foot down, bro. Be about fucking business, man. MJF was right about Tony Khan. He's a fucking mark. Booking like a 14-year-old, fantasy booking. Nothing. You know what? Honestly, bro, nothing in AEW even captivates me. Why is the backstage drama? How is that better than the stuff that they put on television? Honestly. Have an idea. Let's keep knowing TK on Twitter so he can finally fucking listen. Tony Khan is turning into Vince McMahon, bro. He fucking brought Reign of Honor with no fucking long-term plan. Rhea Ripley needs to take Tony's place and send TK home now. Even Conan said some people in AEW that he knows is unhappy with the way they're being booked. Even Conan is saying this, bro. Conan wouldn't be bullshitting about that, bro. Conan wouldn't be capping. Conan knows what the fuck he's talking about. Bro. Tony Khan's a fucking mark, bro. I swear, he's a fucking fanboy, bro. He think he all that, bro. He thinks all that because he want to build a fucking $1 billion company. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I got more money than the McMahons. Ha, 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 ha. I swear to God, bro. If you give Tony Khan Book of the Year, bro, I'll be pissed, bro. Scott D'Amore and Gail Kim deserve it. Even though a lot of people shit on Impact, they have been putting on the best in-ring product in North America consistently this year. I have not seen one bad show from this company. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're perfect. Now, I did criticize Impact for their production and their small venues. I did criticize them for that. I criticized some of the creative booking. But majority of the time, the show's fun to watch. It's one of my favorite wrestling shows to watch. But no. Wow, man. It's crazy how the tables turn. It's crazy how 1 year ago I was praising AEW and shitting on WWE. Now, a year later, it's the other way around. A year later, it's the other way around. I don't get it, man. Tables turn very quickly, man. Look how the tables turn, bro. It's just crazy how 1 year ago we was shitting on WWE, praising AEW. Now this year the roles are reversed. Yes, I will do a watch along for Clash of Castle. But it just seems like Tony Khan, bro. It's just, I'm just, man. It's crazy, man. My passion is gone for these shows, man. It just kills my passion. If you don't put in passion, if you don't put in effort into your shows, if you want to give me a half-ass build to All Out, then I won't care. I will not care. You're not giving your audience a reason to pay $50 to watch All Out. You're not giving them a reason to. Why should I care about All Out? Give me one reason. You don't even have a World Championship main event. You do not even have a World Championship match on the card. And this coming Wednesday is the go-home show to All Out. It's the last show before All Out. The last Dynamite before All Out. And you do not have a World Championship match planned? You do not have a world champion. Your world champion does not have a main event for this pay-per-view because last night you wanted to sacrifice the main event of the pay-per-view. You wanted to bring back CM Punk, who we don't know if he's even medically cleared to compete. You bring him back. You put the match on free television. You have it in 3 minutes. You did it for a ratings pop. Now you piss off your whole audience. You got your whole audience stumped, angry, and upset. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And your ratings are gonna go back down next week. Definitely, your ratings will go back down next week. Why did you bring CM Punk back if he was not able to compete? I'm just literally reaching my breaking point. I am literally this fucking close to saying, fuck this, I am not paying $50 to watch. I'm not covering the show. I am just literally this close to reaching my breaking point with this company. Because time after time after time, they make mistake after mistake after mistake, and they become worse and worse and worse and worse. They buried the TNT title. They buried the Women's World Champion. Now the backstage stuff is going on. Now the drama is up and high in the world. You have no long-term plans for your champions. You put the tag team champions like shit. You hot potato the tag team titles. You sign everybody. Everybody, this is what happens. You sign. You get so trigger happy. You sign everybody, and you don't have no long-term plan for them. If you do not have a world championship in your main event on the pay-per-view, that's where Warlow could have come in with the TNT title, but he hasn't been featured like a top mid-card champion on the show. The TBS champion, Jay Cargill, does not even have a match at this show, and this show is 1 week away. CM Punk should have been stripped of the world title. Warlow should have been the AEW world champion. Thunder Rosa should have been stripped of the women's world title, and I would have given the belt to Toni Storm. I would have given the belt to Jordynne Grace or Deonna Purrazzo. But no, you brought in Deonna Purrazzo, you took the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship off of her, and you completely messed her up. The All Elite Championship. You got Pac as the All Elite Champion, and then you have him in a feud with Kip Sabian at the pay-per-view. Is this even happening at the pay-per-view? I don't know, because you already booked it. You already have 8 matches booked. Now you gotta add 9, 10, 11, 12. You gotta make me sit out this pay-per-view till 1 a.m. in the morning. Why do we give him the All Elite Championship if you had no long-term booking plan? If you had no long-term plan for Pac to be as the All Elite Champion, what are we doing? Seriously, I don't get it, man. We got Britt Baker playing backstage politicking, bro. But that's how it's more for the AEW. You lucky the show last night barely pulled off. You better be lucky this show got over 1 million. Because can you imagine if this show last night did not get over 1 million and you pulled the stunt you did last night with a 3-minute squash match with Jon Moxley taking the title from CM Punk and CM Punk wasn't even medically cleared, why did you bring him back? Why? Just why? Kip Sabian versus Pac is a dynamite match. That's a rampage match, bro. Claudio doesn't even have a match at the card. You throw Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. You throw them against the Acclaim. You throw the match together. You have no build, no story, nothing. You gave him the championship without no long-term plan. You took the titles off the Young Bucks just for Kenny Omega to come back for the Trios tournament. I said this for months. I said they should have stripped CM Punk of the championship, but nobody listened to me. Nobody. I said I was the first one to advocate to strip CM Punk of the world championship. They did the same thing with the TNT title. They put the interim champion. If Cody Rhodes was out with COVID, you cancel the match and you reschedule it. And you got me spinning all over my computer because of what's been going on. You strip Thunder Rosa of the championship. You strip her. You strip her, man. But no. Tony Khan wants to be a fucking mark. Be like the MMA and give us an interim world champion. An interim Thunder Rosa was gonna drop the title anyway. Thunder Rosa, let me tell you guys something. Thunder Rosa is gonna go down as one of the worst women's title reigns in pro wrestling this year. You put the championship on her. She was probably injured when she won the belt. You put the championship on her to get a cheap pop in San Antonio, her adoptive hometown. You got all the confetti. You got everything. I don't know. I don't know ASF. Where's Samoa Joe, man? You know what? You know what? Y'all probably don't even care about Rampage because Rampage is a shit show. It's one of the worst pro wrestling shows on a Friday. I heard Malachi Black got pinned last night in the trios semifinals. No, in the trios tournament against the Dark Order. The House of Black lost to the Dark Order in the trios tournament, and Malachi Black got pinned. It was 10. John Silver and Alice Reynolds against the House of Black. I heard Malachi Black got pinned. Legit. They have absolutely ruined Andrade. They have absolutely ruined Malachi Black. They have absolutely ruined Ruby Soho. They have absolutely ruined Adam Cole. They have absolutely ruined the leader got pinned. That's what I'm hearing. Absolute bad booking. It tells you what they think of Buddy and Brody right now, man. Let me. I heard he got pinned, man. Where's Darby Allin? Where's Miro? Where's Steen? Darby Allin does not even have a fucking match for this pay-per-view. The finish came after Miro interfered and brawled with Buddy Matthews, leading to Malachi getting fruit roll-up. Fruit roll-up by Reynolds for the pin. Malachi got rolled up at Alice Reynolds, bro. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? Malachi got rolled up. Are you serious? I am just livid right now about the way this company has booked, the way this company has the. I'm lost for words, man. I don't get it, man. Okay. Don't get it, man. Yeah, man. You know, I can't wait for a barbed wire massacre match between Sammy Callahan, Steve Macklin, and Moose at Victory Road next month. I cannot wait for that match. Victory Road is going to be a good show. I can't wait to see how the card comes out. 48K on the likes of the CM Punk John Moxley match. 9.1K dislikes. You know what? Let me get on. I'm just Bound for Glory is pretty much booked. Yeah, Bound for Glory is pretty much booked, and we have a whole nother month to go. The show is not even until October. Problem is, where is this going? It's crazy how All Out was the greatest pay-per-view of 2020. Now Fast Forward 22 and All about to be the worst. This may be for full gear. TK doesn't fix his bullshit. I watched all the AEW pay-per-view since I really got into it. Besides Forbidden Door, I wasn't getting All Out though. Even they did get Punk in my sleep. Sean's already letting you know he's not spending $50 on this shit. I don't blame him. Just take a break, man. NFL sees almost there and have rigor run things, man. Honestly, bro, if AEW during the month of October, if AEW Dynamite is on, no, if MLB playoffs on a Wednesday night, and I heard they're getting booted to AEW's getting booted to Tuesday, in October, only for 1 week only, like only for one Dynamite, October 18th, man. I pray to God for all the other Wednesdays in October. I hope to God the Houston Astros have a game that night. I hope to God the Houston Astros have a playoff game that night. Because I am going to watch that over Dynamite. And I will not cover Dynamite if the Houston Astros are in the playoffs. And God damn it, they better be in the playoffs. More than likely they will. Because TBS is getting the ALDS and the ALCS. So if the Astros are in it, and this happened on Wednesday night, I'm skipping Dynamite to watch the Houston Astros play. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream, man. I'm going to end the stream. Enjoy this song for my favorite rapper, Lil Kid. Rest in peace to him. Enjoy this song. Don't forget, tomorrow night I'll be live for SmackDown, 6:55. Hopefully to see you guys there. And enjoy this song from Lil Kid, man. I'm out of here. I just took a look at that ass up, man. Yeah. I just told bitch you feel it. I just want you to feel it. I just want you to feel it. Show me what you feeling, baby, show it. I know it's gonna be your man, baby. I wasn't a man, I grew to a man, and I got rich. Yeah, I love my child, I wouldn't forgive, but I still have kids. I was just thinking yesterday, I hopped over the main thing. I went straight to the race. With some choppers in your face. I do the engine turn the race. I just sit there in the patch seat and let Shawty do the race. I just sit there in the patch seat and let Bracket crack her face. I told her God they don't stop working. Every dog got his day. And I just fucked that game up. No one number, ooh, wait. And you don't leave your brother hanging. That's the difference between you and me. Yeah. I want you to know this.